There is a hadith in Jami at-Tirmidhi that whenever Sayyiduna Uthman Ghani, may Allah be pleased with him, would visit the graveyard, he would weep so much that his beard would become soaked with tears. People would ask him, "What is the matter?" He replied, "I myself heard from the Prophet of Islam, peace and blessings be upon him, that the first stage among the stages of the hereafter is the grave. Whoever passes this stage successfully, the next stages will become easy for him. But whoever gets stuck at this stage, the following stages will become increasingly difficult for him. More and more difficult." Who is saying this? Sayyiduna Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him. Sayyiduna Uthman is the one who was given the glad tidings of paradise on 3 occasions, and that too from the Prophet of Islam himself. Once, when he donated land for the expansion of Masjid Nabawi, the second time when he donated a well for the Muslims, and the third time on the occasion of the Battle of Tabuk when he gave 700 camels loaded with goods in charity for the sake of Allah. On all 3 occasions he was granted paradise for spending his wealth. That is why I say, if Allah has given someone wealth, then among all people, the wealthy have the easiest opportunity to earn paradise in this world. He just needs to correct his intention. He shouldn't be worried about whether it has been accepted or not. No matter how much we try to focus in prayer, our attention still wanders. A person wonders, I don't know if I have humility and concentration or not. With wealth, you only need to be very careful about one particular thing. You must not show off, boss. Other than that, it's not like you have to worry whether you spent with humility and concentration or without it, or whether your mind was present while spending, or whether you had ablution or not. There's no such rule when it comes to spending wealth. For example, Sayyiduna Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him, earned paradise 3 times by spending his wealth, and the 3rd time the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was turning the gold coins over in his hands and said, "Uthman is guaranteed paradise. After today he can do whatever he wants." This guarantee was only given to him that he could do as he pleased. But even then he would go to the graveyard and weep, wondering what would become of him. He would go to the graveyard and cry. This is what we say, if you don't have sense, it's all fun and games. If you do have sense, you worry. Someone without sense will live life carefreely, while someone with sense will drive themselves crazy thinking, what will become of me? I mentioned the example of Sayyiduna Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him, so that you can understand the sensitivity of this matter. The way it has been made popular among the public, that if you recite the kalima once, you will enter paradise. This entire hadith, which is a record of the words, actions or silent approvals of the Islamic Prophet Muhammad, is authentically documented and can be found within Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari is one of the 6 major canonical collections of hadith in Sunni Islam, compiled by the Persian scholar Muhammad al-Bukhari in the 9th century. It is widely regarded by Sunni Muslims as the most authentic and reliable book after the Quran, due to the rigorous methodology employed by al-Bukhari in verifying the chain of narration for each hadith. The meticulous process of collection and verification ensures its high standing and trustworthiness among Islamic. The question was quite genuine. If a person recites the kalima and then refuses to enter paradise, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever obeys me will enter paradise, and whoever disobeys me has refused to enter paradise." And you are saying, sir, that the beard is not in Islam, but Islam is in the beard. Islam is not in the prayers. Prayers are in Islam. Islam is not in the fasts. Fasts are in Islam. You can say whatever you want. You are still a servant of Allah. So many arguments are being made. Whether the beard is in Islam or Islam is in the beard, it's the same thing. The essence is to follow the religion. Allah does not want those who are only superficially attached. The Prophet of Islam said that whoever recites La ilaha illallah will enter paradise except for the one who refuses. It was asked, who would refuse? He replied, "Whoever obeys me will enter paradise, and whoever disobeys me has in fact refused to enter paradise." Now this comprehensively includes everything: diligently following the religion, being steadfast and unwavering in fulfilling all obligations, meticulously avoiding all forbidden things. Indeed, all of these essential aspects are fully encompassed within its broad scope. You no longer need to get into unnecessary nitpicking, nor do you need to say, "Show me the specific command for such and such." We say that there is a hadith of the Prophet regarding this in Sahih Bukhari number 631. "Pray as you have seen me pray. Perform the prayer in the same way as you have seen me performing it." And this is Malik bin Huwairith who is narrating. He came at the time of the Battle of Tabuk, about 1.5 years before the Prophet's passing. And it is the same Malik bin Huwairith who in both Bukhari and Muslim narrates the Prophet's method of prayer, that when the Prophet began the prayer, he would raise both hands up to his ears. When he was about to go into ruku, bowing, he would raise both hands up to his ears. And when he would rise from ruku, he would again raise both hands up to his ears. Now they say, "Show us the command for raising the hands." So I said, this is the command. The same companion is saying that the Prophet told me, "Pray as you have seen me praying." That same companion is teaching the method of the Prophet's prayer to his companions, so obviously not every single minute detail will be mentioned. Then we respectfully request that you show us the specific command or instruction regarding the practice of raising the hands directly from the Prophet, peace be upon him himself, specifically from a period just a little before the current context. It is important to note that there is in fact no explicit, clearly documented or directly stated place within the established texts or traditions that precisely outlines this particular action. This absence of a direct explicit command means that this practice, the raising of the hands, is not something that was explicitly commanded in a singular definitive statement. Instead, it is a practice that has been meticulously transferred and preserved through generations of oral and practical transmission, passed down from the Prophet's companions and their successors, demonstrating a continuous chain of practice rather than a written decree. This practice was observed when the Prophet himself would commence the prayer, initiating the sacred act of worship. Furthermore, when other individuals inquire of you seeking the specific command or guidance for the subsequent, perhaps the second or even the third part of the prayer or any related action, you are then